There we go. I will always remember after having to redo it. Can you see me okay? All right. I'm going to write those names down. So we've got Brissa and Sandy. And we have Kim and Emily. You can go outside.
I just need the hot chocolate. Caramel hot chocolate that I got for Christmas last year. That tin, I only have one left. I would definitely get that thing.
Yes.
It has a hint of coffee.
1 boy and 4 girls. 5 girls with me, right? Okay. Oh, you turned that on. I was like, what's making that noise? Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a second. Yeah, you can turn it off, and then in a minute I'll have you turn it on, and you can tell them what it does. Okay, are y'all ready?
Yes.
It's fixing to be 9 o'clock, so I say we get started right on time. So, double checking that I'm recording. Where are you going? Oh, he's going to wash his hands. Y'all may have your hands washed already. I was like, where's Max going? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do these. Okay. I'm gonna wash my hands too. Whoops. Okay, take that towel over there with you on that, with that cutting board, okay? And then you'll have one. Okay. Emily, are y'all there?
Yeah.
Okay, there she is. Okay. All right, so I wanted to discuss a few things about the food show for y'all, and I'm going to flip through my official book. If y'all have ever asked me a question about rules, you know I will say, hang on, let me get my rule book, and I will check everything so that I know I'm giving you 100% correct information. So juniors have their own category at the food show. Does anybody know what a junior 4-H'er is? Do you know? What grades?
4th and 5th.
No, well, third, fourth, and fifth grade.
Third, fourth, and fifth.
Okay, so when juniors go to the food show, you have a 5-minute interview. I have sent the book out to everyone that's registered, so you have the sample questions and you have the scorecard. Remember that I probably told you this before, but the people that are going to judge you at the district food show are agents, just like myself, and 4-H moms, just like your moms, okay? Very nice people who really want you to do well. So they're going to ask you questions about basic nutrition, food safety, how you made your dish, and maybe even something about your project experience. And if they ask you that, you're going to tell them about your cook along, okay? So just so you know, that's what's going to happen. Now, intermediates, does anybody know what an intermediate 4-H'er is?
6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yes. So if you're in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, you're an intermediate 4-H'er. Intermediate 4-H'ers also have a 5-minute interview with the same possible questions, but they also get to do something kind of neat that we just introduced last year called a skills showcase. And we give them 3 minutes to sort of complete a challenge. Last year, we gave them big bowls of sugar, and we gave them a liquid measuring cup and a dry measuring cup. And we said, measure a cup of sugar. And they had to think about what they were doing. They had to pick the right measuring cup. They had to level it off and show the judges. So it could be something where they say, chop up some fajita meat. Or they say, read this newspaper ad and figure out what you can buy for $15 for a backyard barbecue. Or it could be something, since it's backyard barbecue this year, intermediates might get questions about charcoal or grills or something like that. So sometimes it's general cooking. Okay, there, now I can see everybody. I thought it looked weird. Sometimes it's general nutrition and 4-H activities, or sometimes it's specific to the theme. Okay, so that's the skills showcase. Now, does anybody know what a senior 4-H'er is?
9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Okay, we got the agent kid over here who knows all the age categories. Good job. He's been listening, right? So if you're in high school, you will be a senior 4-H'er, okay? Now, this is where it gets serious. They have a 5-minute presentation where they go in and start talking about their dish. They also have a 4-minute interview. Okay, things are changing here from junior to senior, right? They also do the skills showcase, just like the intermediates. And the last part is a knowledge showcase where we give them a 10-question quiz. So it is a lot when you're a senior, okay? But you get to advance to the state food show if you get first place. So it's kind of a really, it becomes a bigger deal as you get older. Can you tell? All right. Any questions about that?
Gretchen, I have a question.
Yes. I'm gonna turn
Are
this
there
on.
advancement possibilities for the juniors?
So right now in Blanco County, you advance to district, and then beyond District 10, it's only the seniors who go to the state level. So if you're a junior or an intermediate 4-H'er in District 10, that's the ultimate contest.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Very good.
I can barely hear y'all, Sandy.
Oh,
I don't want to miss what you're saying. I thought it was my phone, but I'm turned up.
is it better?
That's better.
Okay, we're too far.
I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so I told y'all about that. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about food safety with backyard barbecue specifically. So normally, and it feels odd to wear my fun embroidered summer shirt today because I feel like, okay. It feels like a big football day. My husband is hunting, and it feels very odd to talk about fruit salsa and all of these things, but I do want to touch on some food safety. We talked about food safety when we made the hamburgers, but I do want to remind you that if you are preparing foods for, let's say it's a summer barbecue, typically that's when we have our backyard barbecue, hot foods need to stay what? Everybody answer. Hot food should stay hot and cold food should stay
Cold.
good. All right. Then we can limit the growth of bacteria and pathogens. Those are what gets into our gut and makes us sick and causes foodborne illness or food poisoning. Okay. So we've talked about cross-contamination with our cutting board. And the other day I was teaching a food handlers class to a restaurant in Johnson City, and I thought of something I wanted to tell y'all. Did you know that flies can cause cross-contamination? Did you know that, Emily?
Not really.
Okay. I don't know why I cannot hear anything. Hang on, I gotta make sure this is. Okay, I was not turned up. I'm sorry. Now I'm turned up. Okay, so a fly can actually cause cross-contamination by landing on a cut of meat and then moving over to a salad. So in restaurants, one of the biggest pests in Texas restaurants are flies. And I kind of feel like that's the biggest pest in our kitchen, especially this summer. It seems like they were really bad. And so some of the things that I've seen that you can put over food, I'm going to put those over there, are like a net that is built with, I don't have one, or I would show you, but it almost looks like a dome or a bowl that goes like this, and you put it over the food and it keeps the flies off of it. And Max is going to show you my new kitchen gadget that I bought for flies. So let's move it. I'm going to put it right here.
Bug fan.
So tell them.
It's a bug fan.
It's a bug fan, and it just looks like it's made out of paper, but once you turn it on, it starts spinning, and it's really, I can stick my finger in it. It's not like a ceiling fan or a oscillating fan. But what this does is it keeps the air moving, and flies hate it. So you can put them on your kitchen counter if you've got a bunch of people over, and I know with kids, we get them in our kitchen because people are going in and out all the time. Are you agreeing with me, Sandy, or am I just a house of flies? Okay. All right, good. Yeah. They just kind of drive me crazy. So that's just a little tip. I bought those on Amazon. I saw them on a TV show, and I'm like, I am buying those. And on the TV show, they actually had them on a table outside, so they work outside too. So, all right. So we're going to try to eliminate any pests that have access to our food, and that includes flies. So totally gross. And now we're going to talk about something really yummy and fun. We are going to talk about healthy desserts. Now, I've had discussions with friends and 4-H moms and my mom, and we all kind of think it's interesting to make a healthy dessert versus making an unhealthy dessert and just having a small amount. We've talked about moderation. I guess we talked about moderation during the appetizer part.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay, so we're talking about eating a little of something. So in all honesty, I feel like if there was a big cheesecake and we ate a small portion, would that still be healthy? What do you girls think? What do you think, Max?
I don't know.
In my mind, it is. Okay, because we're reducing the 3 things that are terrible for us. Does anybody remember what those are? We talked about it when we made the bacon wrap little smokies. 3 things that we can reduce in our food to be healthy. Max has gone to get a cookbook or something. Oh, he went to go get a project for him. He's going to look it up. What, Emily?
Salt.
Number 1 is salt. Anybody got a number 2?
Pepper.
No, it's not pepper.
Fat. Sugar.
Fat.
Fat.
And one more. Brissa, do you know?
Sugar.
Sugar. That's it. Salt, fat, sugar. I'm glad you went to look it up, Max. So by making this healthy dessert today, we are making something that's naturally low in fat, that is very naturally low in salt, and has just a little bit of added sugar. So this is a perfect healthy dessert recipe. And this used to be one of my go-to food challenge recipes 5 or 6 years ago. So I'm so happy to make it again. Everybody loved it. Okay, so tell me, let me put my recipe out. Let's start with the oven. You should preheat your oven to 400 degrees if you have not already. Can you get that?
Yeah, I can figure it out.
Bake.
It's too long.
Go up to 400.
Get to 400.
And it's going to be ready really fast because Jake used the oven. Okay, everybody's back. I see thumbs up. You're ready. Okay, so tell me, let me go back. So we've got all of this fruit. It's November, and what kind of fruit did y'all end up buying? Brissa, tell me what you have.
apples and oranges. That's all we could find. That's all we had. So
Okay, gotcha. Emily, what do you have?
Apples, strawberries, and kiwi.
Perfect. So both of y'all have a variety of color. Max, what do you have?
Strawberries and blueberries.
Okay, we're gonna skip the strawberries.
And
They're not that great.
mandarin oranges.
Okay.
No strawberries.
Okay, so Max and I went to the store, we bought pineapple and we really wanted kiwi, but our store did not have it. And then this one, we shopped out of the pantry. We went shopping right here in the kitchen and we had mandarin oranges. And then we have blueberries in the fridge. So that's what we're going with. So you've got 3 colors. We've got a variety with everybody. This is one of those things that you can still make in the wintertime if you need like a fresh burst of fruit. And it's really easy, of course, to do with canned fruit, and also frozen fruit will work as well. Okay. I did look at HEB and they did have watermelon still. So you never know what they're going to have this time of year. So let's work on our fruit. So everyone, I want you to, since we all have different things, you might need to wash your fruit, or y'all already washed it?
We have not watched it.
Okay. Max, I want you to go wash the berries.
everything.
Why don't you do about half of that container? And I put a colander right here. Yes. Is there I don't know. About half. Oh, it's okay, so rinse those off. You know what? We bought I forgot we've got green apple too. So we're gonna have green apple in ours. That'll make it nice and crunchy. But here's one. Just go like this. I don't think you need that. Okay, you're good. Those are the cleanest blueberries I've ever seen. Let's shake it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go with it right here so we don't get water all the way around. Okay, and everything that you're chopping up should be pretty small. I know when we make like tomato and a tomato-based salsa, we put it in the food processor, but I think this could go mushy really quick and also end up not being a very pretty color. So that's why we're chopping everything. So blueberries, I would keep those whole because they're already the perfect size. So Max, your blueberries are going to go into your big bowl. Here, let's turn that off. Okay, and then if you've got canned fruit, you can dump all that in your colander. I'm going to do that real quick. Do you want to start cutting this apple?
Which knife is one?
That's for you.
What knife?
I'm going to dump all this in the colander. Are you not sure what to do? Okay, let me cut it. I'll show you. Okay. All right, here. Why don't you do these, pineapple and orange? Yes, because we want them in smaller bits. I would do, if you have mandarin oranges, I would probably cut them in about 3 or 4 pieces each. We've got pineapple chunks that we're doing. And remember, we want these, it's really nice if you have a dish where all of your chops are the same size. You don't have one big piece and one little piece. It looks a lot nicer.
Turn it over. There you go. No. You want them to be the same. So however you cut this one. There you go.
This is the ugliest. brownest. Y'all look at this apple.
Ugh.
That is so gross. That's the trash. I'm gonna go get another one. Goodness. Max. I hope the next one is better. Okay, wait a minute. Was that not even a Granny Smith apple? What was that? Oh no, it's Granny Smith. It didn't feel like a Granny Smith. It smelled kind of mushy. So we used to have a collection of these on the inside of our pantry door where we would keep all the stickers from our fruits and vegetables.
Uh.
No. Okay, this apple is gorgeous. We're gonna stick with this one. Okay, how's it going over there? Okay, is everybody doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay, holler if you've got questions. Everybody's got a mom with them helping them. Those look good. Keep going. And once you get them cut, just start adding them to your bowl. So we're gonna add, Max is working on mandarin oranges.
Is that size or smaller?
Perfect.
No, don't do it like that, because
I don't know if that's what it's really
you've got to. Okay, there you go. There you go.
called. Sometimes. Uh-oh. Wait.
Okay, you've got to turn your knife this way, okay? And then cut right through there. Okay, and then once they're all cut, pop them into the bowl, okay? With your hands, that's fine. Okay, now you got it. You can either pick these chops of fruits up with your hands, with your clean hands, or you can pick up the whole cutting board and just scrape it in when you're finished. Okay. How's it going? Oh, you're making me nervous.
With his left-handed chopping,
It makes me nervous, Miss Kim.
it makes me nervous too.
Say, I don't know any other way. They put the right hand on the wrong arm. Rissa, are you left-handed or right-handed? Okay.
Stop eating the food.
I don't know why you're cutting so hard. Trying to get the good shot. Okay. All right. How far along are y'all?
Apple's done.
Apple's done. Okay. I'm still doing my apple. So the apple works in this dish because we're going to add lemon in a minute. And anytime you can put a little acid, citric acid onto apple, it won't turn brown. So even lemon juice works, a little Sprite works.
Your pineapple juice works too.
That would be good.
Right. Yes.
Orange.
We've got also the orange in ours is going to work. I'm going to get a little bit smaller, Max. Actually, I'm going to use my paring knife. Your hands feel weird? You can. No, I'd rather you not cut with gloves on because they're too big. Okay, come back over here with us.
Okay.
Max is wanting to put on a pair of gloves because it just feels so wet and weird. But if you don't have gloves that fit, I would rather y'all not wear them because if they are too big, it can cause your hand to slip. And then we've got safety issues with the knife, okay? You can put them on to mix, Max.
What?
You could put them on to mix your fruit up real good,
Oh, yeah.
since it feels kind of weird.
I like feeling it.
Oh.
Y'all, ours smells so good. I think it's the pineapple. What smells the best to you? Well, it's probably not the blueberries. They probably don't smell it.
Good to me.
Oranges.
But they do smell good.
I like the smell of oranges.
I feel like we're missing a color, Max. Do you know what color we're missing?
Red.
Red. We thought we had strawberries and they didn't look real good this morning, so we're gonna leave them out.
Molded.
They are gross. I'm trying to not let everybody know we have moldy strawberries.
Oh, I'm just gonna.
Blueberry tortilla.
Oh yeah.
Very pretty mustache.
They would go great with apples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now
You
you've
can
got
have.
gloves. Touch the doorknob.
Here, more. than that. And your finger, each finger it comes off. I guess it's tough. I don't like these, but
Oh, it's good.
Whoops, I just knocked all that apple out. Is it a little chilly outside?
She shoots. And she scores. No.
I didn't hear what y'all are laughing about.
I'm shooting the ends into the sink, but I missed.
Oh. It was a good plan, wasn't it?
Might not worked out very good. What happened?
She was trying to shoot the ends of her strawberries, I think, into the sink and she missed. Emily.
Well, it had commentary too. She said, she shoots, she scores. No.
Almost scored.
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Oh, that's looking pretty, Emmy.
Having up the top.
Apple in a while. This smells so good. Can you go get a spoon?
Okay. Yep. She shoots.
you're ready.
And she scores.
You make it?
Yes.
All right. Okay, why don't you go back over to your spot and stir that up?
I didn't use your way.
You did.
Little.
Maybe like this. I don't think so. I think that's menu.
Okay.
It's about the size of the apple pieces. For the smaller ones, I'll just do.
Oh, that looks great. Isn't that pretty? So we've got different shapes because we've got triangle pieces of orange, we have round blueberries, and we have rectangle pieces of apple.
Oh, I found a seed.
Mom, actually.
Okay, ready? Here we go. This is our last little bit.
Actually, it's been this one.
Put those pieces in and it'll clear.
Oh, really? Who was? Tell me, you'll have to tell me in just a second. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to move all of this over to our sink so it's out of our way.
She shoots and she misses.
Okay, now another food safety thing that I'm going to tell y'all is Max just asked, can I taste it? And I'm like, sure. So he actually has clean gloves on and show what you did. He picked up this, he grabbed part of the fruit and ate it, but now your gloves are dirty because you touched your mouth. Okay. One thing that you could do is you could have several spoons. Use one spoon to taste then where does the spoon go?
Sink or trash.
Yeah, is that your sink back there, Brissa?
Yes.
Yes, now I see it. Okay, yes. So if you do taste, then the spoon gets tossed. Taste and tossed.
Or oh, what's a big one?
Because you cannot put that back into the main bowl where everybody's gonna eat out of. And it's very tempting. I know it is.
Just take a bite.
I did not. I was demoing,
And she misses.
pretending to take a bite.
Yeah. We'll go back on.
I'm gonna need another clean hand towel here.
Right like that.
Okay, so Brissa, you look like you're all finished.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Emily, take your time and let us know when you're finished with your fruit. Max and Brissa are gonna have the most well-stirred fruit I've ever seen.
It's like pineapple.
Isn't it good?
It's like pineapple.
I think that looks delicious.
Mandarin orange at flavored apple.
Strawberries really make it hard.
Are they bogging you down a little bit, Emily?
We diced our apples and then we tried to dice the strawberries, which did not turn out well.
Okay.
So look, on the kiwi, we're gonna cut off.
Yeah,
both.
every fruit there is, it has at least
Does anybody have one of those? I haven't had one in a few years, but those Pampered Chef choppers, those food choppers. I think those. I don't know if I ever used them for strawberries or not, but I feel like it might work.
They use it for jalapenos and pecans.
Yes,
Oh, it's good for jalapenos because then you don't have to touch them.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna give you a spatula.
You can rinse your olives.
That's slippery.
Give them a good rinse.
Okay, there. Beautiful. You think Dad is in the hunting blind thinking, I can't wait to get home and eat some fruit salad on this cold morning?
He's probably thinking we're making fruit
I bet he's hoping we're making pumpkin bread right now.
Oh. You know what we're making?
I didn't, I don't think I told him. Okay, Brissa, are you caught up with your fruit?
Yes.
Okay, I want to tell you something. I'm gonna tell you now while we're kind of have a little few minutes. We did cook-alongs last fall. Okay, you're good. And we did 4, just like we did this year, 2 in October and 2 in November. And we did we did a lot of basic cooking. We did knife skills. We did what else? Oh, we did one just on small appliances and how to be safe around them. So I thought about you and I've got them all downloaded on my computer. And what I can do is post a private link to YouTube and send the email link to your mom and you could go through them whenever you want. There's no time crunch or pressure, but I think they were really good. They were really a lot of basic. I think we did measuring on one of them. So would you be interested in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will do that on Monday. It'll probably take a little bit to upload and some really good Wi-Fi. So I'll do that at the office and I'll send you the link. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. I wish I had thought about that before. She may have been. I don't know.
400.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to our, just a little bit of like a little sauce, and we're doing 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Here, Max, I'm gonna move that over here. This is, wait, you gotta measure. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And remember, our abbreviation for teaspoon is lowercase TSP period. And we are using bottled lemon juice. You can use fresh, whatever. But I find that these little squirt lemon things are just super handy. Oh, and Emily's got her fresh lemon with her nice squeezer. Okay, so 2 teaspoons in the bowl.
Lime, not a lemon.
It's okay.
Oh, yes, that works equally as well.
I want to do it. Don't hold it.
Okay, you ready? All right, one more.
What do you think?
Probably not.
Okay.
Okay, Emily is using a lime, and that reminds me of a recipe we made one time. We took stop drumming. Okay. We took chunks of watermelon and put it in the food processor and threw in some lime juice and some honey and blended it till it was like a liquid, and then poured it into popsicle molds, and it was delicious. Okay, Emily's got her lime, and now we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of honey. My abbreviation for tablespoon is a capital T. Do you want me to hold it? Okay, go for it. Turn it up.
Over your bowl.
That's not.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
And give it a squeeze, Max. Okay. I'm gonna use this spoon to like scrape it out.
This looks like fake coffee.
Oh, because it's not so dark, right?
Mhm.
Okay, one more, 2 tablespoons of honey.
Just set it. Just set it down. Put it in.
Give it a good squeeze. I think honey is one of my most favorite foods. I like it in
So good, I can do
tea. I
this.
like it on peanut butter toast. Okay, and then I've got a teaspoon, an iced teaspoon here for you to stir that up. Do you want me to take those gloves? Okay. So if you'll give that a little stir. Stir.
It's so thick.
It is thick. Which part is thick?
The honey.
The honey. And eventually they'll mix up together. Okay, if you're in science this year at Blanco Elementary, I know 2 of you have studied a mixture and
Solution.
and a solution. So what is this?
Solution.
It's a solution.
This
And
is
Brissa,
a
I'm saying that because these 2 are in the same science class at Blanco, and so we've been reviewing these words.
not the same homeroom.
So this is a solution because we can never get the lemon juice and honey back apart, right? And then do you remember was it the first one when we had the salt and pepper? Is salt and pepper a mixture or a solution?
Mixture.
That's right. Eventually, if we worked hard enough, we could separate all the salt and pepper, right? Okay, so now I don't think. Okay, you can taste it, but then the spoon goes.
I wait till my food is done, then I taste it. And then I add more. Not the best.
Okay, but it's going to be delicious on here. So you're going to pour your mixture over the fruit.
Evenly.
Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to put this in the dishwasher or in the sink, and then you're gently going to stir and make sure all the fruit is coated with the mixture. The lemon and honey or the lime and honey mixture.
Solution.
Now don't squish it because you'll break the fruit, but you want to push everything down from the side of your bowl into your liquid. And some of this fruit is wanting to stick to the edges of our bowl. So just do what Max is doing and just kind of scrape it down. Okay. All right. You're good. You're good. Okay. Once everything is coated, we're going to put this in the refrigerator and move on to our next step. Okay. You want to put that in the fridge? Thank you. Can you got it. Okay, just slide it in there by mine. Okay. I need another cutting board.
doing that again? I think we're done.
Let's do now.
Lemon up for me?
Because
Okay.
I'm working with dry ingredients now.
Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for the tortilla part. Okay,
Just set it back there.
I'm waiting for a thumbs up at my house. Okay. Oh, I forgot the,
Cinnamon and sugar.
Other than
Sugar.
this, maybe it's maybe 1 or 2 off the top of that. Just one for those.
are we out of Pam?
Take your name.
Oh, where? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna make our cinnamon sugar chips. And these are a healthier choice because they are not fried. We are going to bake them lightly coated in a little bit of cooking oil. And did everybody buy the whole wheat or did y'all go for the white?
We have both.
Flour.
Oh, both? That's a good mix. I bet that's delicious.
These are what we have.
I understand. Sometimes it is, stop for just a second. Sometimes it's okay to use exactly what you have at home versus going out specifically for something to match a recipe. Okay. All right. So what I want y'all to do is we're going to do ours on our pan. Stop just a second. And we are going to spray the entire tortilla with just a little bit of cooking spray on both sides. And if you'll do all 4 of those, now this is kind of weird to me because normally this goes on the pan and then I put brownie batter in the pan and I bake it. This time we're spraying it directly on the food. So just a light mist, both sides, okay? Try to get it all over and not in one spot. Okay.
I tried.
And then if you accidentally get it too much in one spot, flip your tortilla over and go like this. And you'll get it on the next one. Okay. Good. Okay. We've got 2. This is number 3. Just a light spray because this is going to give something for our cinnamon and sugar to stick to. Okay. This one. Okay. One more, Max. Okay. How's it going, everybody? This should be really quick work. Okay.
Just a minute, we'll see what again.
I'm just gonna cut this right on the pan, okay? In just a second. No, we're gonna wait till everybody's ready. It's a cook along, right?
Not just a cooking. Okay, good job. Now you can get your others and
Purple guy.
Yes, it's ready to go.
Purple guy.
Well, that sucker is huge. We don't.
It's called the kitchen. We didn't use it for anything. Pizzeria. I'm looking at my pizzeria. Yeah.
quarter cup. Get your quarter cup.
Okay, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to cut these and lay them out. So you want to cut them into 8s. So we're using, I find a pizza cutter cuts them really quickly. So you're gonna go right through the middle and cut them all in half. And try and see if you can get through all four at the same time. If not, do two. All right, let's switch to two, Max. That didn't quite go, did it? Okay, don't go back and forth. Okay, so you got them in half. And then turn them and go in half again. And then cut until you have eights. So you've got halves. A half of a half is a quarter, and a half of a quarter is an eighth, right? It's cook along math. Okay, is that okay? Is the pizza cutter working good, or y'all using a knife?
Cutter.
Right.
Okay. Okay, let me have that pizza cutter. This one, we didn't get all the way through. Okay. Okay.
It looks so beautiful.
We have a few strips here that I'm gonna toss those so they're all even.
Yeah, this one is more.
Measure your.
Sure.
Okay, once those are cut, let's see, are you still cutting, Emily?
No.
You're done. Okay. Brissa?
I'm done.
Okay, so now what you're gonna do is just mix up a quarter cup of sugar with a teaspoon of cinnamon. And we already have a canister of cinnamon sugar made, so I'm just gonna go with this because I'm out of cinnamon. And you want to mix it in kind of a shallow bowl so that you have a lot of room to dip your tortilla chips in.
Yeah.
1/4 cup sugar to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Or if you want, this is something I think you could really, I know y'all need to practice your measuring, but you could eyeball this.
We want to be able to dip it in there.
Ah,
Once you've got it mixed up, you're gonna dip the tortillas into your cinnamon sugar and then kind of shake them off a little bit and put them on your, either on a piece of parchment or a pan that you sprayed with Pam. All right, dig in, buddy. Let's go.
oh, I thought you meant
No, we're not eating yet. We're gonna dig in and make all these.
something.
Look how pretty. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna smell amazing in your kitchen. Let's make that we fit more on the pan, okay?
Really cinnamon.
That's good. Bring it over here.
Do y'all ever use cinnamon sugar for other recipes?
Cinnamon toast.
Cinnamon toast, yes.
Cinnamon toast crunch.
Cinnamon toast crunch is delicious. I wouldn't call it a recipe, but we eat it.
It's a recipe. Toast bread. Toast. Cinnamon toast bread.
What do we eat cinnamon sugar on? Cobbler?
Cobbler.
Ooh, now there's a fall recipe. Cobbler, apple pie with cinnamon and sugar on top.
Apple crisp.
Apple crisp. That's Emily's entry for the food show.
Ooh. Sounds delicious.
Sounds good. Good.
I'm making it look like chocolate.
We did apple crisp for the last cook along in 2020, so you'll get that recipe, Brissa.
Excellent. I feel turn the point
Good.
of that direction.
I definitely think these should have cinnamon and sugar on both sides.
Oh, okay.
I think that's going to add to the crispiness and the deliciousness. We may have to put more in our bowl, honey.
Me too.
Here, I'm gonna turn that way.
Oh, there's a little chip.
Yeah, see how quick that cooks up, right? You could cut these into strips if you'd rather. There's a little bit of an alternative. And then of course, the biggest alternative to this recipe is just adding different fruits to it based on spots. Oh, don't do that. It's going everywhere. You may have to go. No, I think we have enough. We only have a few left.
Gretchen,
Yes.
the food show for, as far as the competition, do I understand they are allowing certain time slots that the kiddos go in?
Yes, and I'm actually on that committee this year, Sandy, so I've got some inside info. We just got all of the stuff, the registrations from 4-H Online on Thursday. So the committee and I are going to start working on that on Tuesday morning. So we've got one agent that'll do a big schedule, and she'll basically, we'll send you something that'll say like Brissa Thompson, 9:15 or 1:15 or whatever time it is. And then the plan is this year that we will get together for an awards presentation that afternoon. And if it's something you want to stay around for, great. Sorry. If not, if you're at 9:15 and the awards are at 3, that can be kind of a long day.
Sure.
But I expect that we can have that out this week or maybe early next week, like the week of Thanksgiving, but you'll have it in plenty of time.
Okay. Well, that was my question. Once she goes in, do we hang around, or are there other things that need to be taken care of? So that answered my question.
Okay. So, I guess I didn't answer that question, but you'll stay outside until she's finished, and then she'll come back out, and then the awards are for everybody. And really, that was one of those good things that came out of COVID, but because before, all the kids would come in and sit and wait their turn. And if you're the 13th junior with an appetizer out of 13 kids, that was a boring day. So this is better to have a schedule with that drop-off time. So we're going to probably stick with that.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Okay, good.
It might be a good time. That might be a good opportunity to do a little Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that she'll be in there that long.
No. I mean, for her.
Oh, yes.
Like to
She
go
could go-
and look at different things. Yeah.
Yes, after, okay, I'm going to put this away.
Oh,
Okay,
No, I meant for us to do together.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, there's different shops in Kerrville, which is nice. I usually try to, if I'm over there, I usually try to go to the Hallmark store
Do you want me?
when I'm over there for a food show or a food challenge. So,
what
I mean, we're gonna need the chips.
and they also have a Cracker Barrel, and they have such pretty ornaments there. And they have a hot lobby now. So yes, you can definitely get all this done. Okay, once your tray is done, or do you have a full tray?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. This filled up our whole pan, didn't it?
Looking good.
Okay. Okay, so, can you read the recipe and tell me how many these make?
8-10 minutes.
Mhm. And then what special thing do we have to do with them? Are they ready in 10 minutes?
And you have to flip them.
Okay.
Boy. Oh, like these are peanut chips.
Yes, the original recipe was with pita chips and I switched it to tortilla. So there's another option is a pita chip. And I've made plain tortilla chips just like this, but instead of the cinnamon sugar, I just sprinkle on a little bit of salt. And then you've got a baked chip.
So we keep those in the oven.
Can you go put that out? And this out?
Make them 8 to 10 minutes.
And a little bit of salt.
Okay, so these are baking 8 to 10 minutes and we're gonna flip them after about 4 or 5. So if you like them really crunchy, I would go 10 minutes. Okay, nice. I'm gonna put these in.
Okay. Yeah, they're ready.
I try a little bit of my mixture.
I'll just stack them.
Oh, you're not eating all that sugar.
Can I express
Oh,
this?
no. Wash that off. Yes, that will spill. Okay. Okay, here we go. That's nice. Okay, all cleaned up. So we've got a few, she's probably got a few more to do. So I just use
Ready.
that time to clean up my space. Oh, she's ready. She's ready. Okay,
Yeah.
Brissa, these are going in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. And you've got to flip them halfway through. So you should set your timer for about 4 minutes. And then we'll flip them and bake another 4 minutes. Okay, are we ready for a game?
Oh, that's
It's so good. Okay, do you want me to wait, Brissa?
No. I
Okay,
have one left, so. But thank you.
you're welcome. All right, we are going to play a game that we played in 2020. Okay, it's called Scrambled Eggs. And some of y'all might remember, now I've had these hidden from Max, so he did not see the answers.
It's familiar.
I'm going to open up this egg carton and there will be a food item, the word of a food item, scrambled up. And I want to see who can guess what the word is. Here we go. Can you see it okay? This is a delicious food.
Hint, please.
A hint?
What did it start with?
It starts with a B. Is it backwards? or-
Bacon.
It's
Bacon.
Bacon.
good job, Brissa.
How
Okay.
did you know that?
I knew it.
We've got 3 more scrambled eggs. Here we go. All right, let me double check that my eggs didn't get messed up. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Pie. It's pie. Miss Gretchen's favorite food. Wait, I just said honey was my favorite food. Now it's pie. I think I just like food. All right, here's
true.
number 3, scrambled eggs.
Carrot.
Max. They didn't even see it. Okay, you have to stop for the next one.
You said there's only 3.
Okay, this one is carrot. Okay, Max, you're out for this one. Keep your, put your hand over your mouth or something. I
can
swear he
see
is
it.
not looking at,
can see
oh, you did see it. Oh, you can see it because you're out. Okay, here's the last scrambled egg.
Fruit.
Fruit. That's our answer. Good job, y'all.
Good
That
job.
was fun. Okay. I've got a few more things to tell you. Just flip them. You're fine. Okay. But my timer's fixing to ring, so we're gonna flip our tortillas and then I'll be right back, okay? All right, come here, Max.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
another-
Okay.
Great.
Oh, they're a little floppy.
Oh.
Okay.
We can leave some for the brothers as they're in and out today.
Okay, this is about ready.
Stir it.
Okay, sorry. Did y'all get y'all's flipped?
Yeah.
Mine are flipped and back in. I'm kind of thinking now, I don't have an air fryer, but these might be kind of good in that. You can't probably get very many done at once, but. Okay, so I wanted to ask, Brissa has been visiting different 4-H clubs. Are you coming to Lucky Leaf on Monday night?
Brissa,
No,
Brissa,
no, we found a club.
Oh, you did? Okay, good, good. Because I was gonna make sure that Emily and Max were there to welcome you. So all three of you. You're welcome. You're welcome. All three of y'all have completed all 4 of the cook-alongs. So I'm going to create a certificate, and Mamie Mora in my office already made some really nice goodie bags. So I'll get those to you. I'll let you know when they're ready. And for your project form, it dawned on me last week. I've been saying, 45 minutes to an hour for each one, but I think we need to put an hour and a half or 2 hours, because I'm forgetting about the cleanup and the grocery shopping and the getting ready. Okay, so make sure give yourself, you did?
The eating.
And the eating, you got to enjoy the meals. So let's go 2 hours on each one. Okay, so if you've already filled out your project form, make sure you are giving yourself enough credit. So today we prepared fruit salsa with cinnamon sugar chips, and you got more information about food show. You use knife skills, measuring skills, and I think that's all we have today. I still have like 3 minutes on my chips, or mine and Max's chips. So as soon as they come out, let them cool just a little bit and they should be ready to go. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay. Emily, do you have questions?
No.
Okay. Well, I was going to say I'll see you next Saturday, but this is our last one. So I'll see you when I see you. How about that?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You're welcome.